Hey, what's going on, guys, and welcome back to the Crank Nutley podcast here in Nutley, New Jersey. This is Coach Pete from the best gym in Nutley. Today's episode, we're going to talk about a couple things that I've gotten questions on. One is the metabolism as you age. Does your metabolism get slower, and by how much? Also, can I lose my love handles? Or, even the bigger question, my thighs are getting thicker, fatter. Can I, if I do more lunges, will that be the ticket? And number three is caffeine bad for you? Is it bad to drink coffee? Well, let's get to it.
I am the one, the way your son don't need a gun to get respect up on the street.
To it, if you guys haven't, a little update on here. We are opening up our registration. We have a closed book, which means we have a waiting list, and we've opened up that book. So if you are interested, make sure you guys go to www.cranksystems.com. Oh, I just choked on my own air. And I don't know, hit me up, send you some info, or message, comment down below, whatever it is you guys do, whatever platform you're on. Please forgive me, it is 4:15 in the morning. This is the time that I am at my best and my most creative, so this time I'll do it. So let's talk about it. Metabolism. Let me ask our guest how they feel about metabolism. I don't have any guests, so we're not going to talk about that. So does your metabolism get slower? Does it get slower as you age? And I'm going to say yes, it does. Remember the days of I used to eat McDonald's every single day, and I never gained a pound and never even gained a percentage of body fat? And then I finally learned what 21 was, and I started drinking, so I did a combination. Right, in college, I ate like crap, and then I drank. Not necessarily me, I'm just putting you guys into perspective of the situation. And then you hit 30, and all of a sudden, the side of your body looks like it was frowning. Like your love handles start to come out a little bit more. The front part, like your belly button kind of drooped. You went from like this emoji, which is the surprise face, to the sad face. And then the belly button kind of dropped down, and then the love handles kind of moved in. And yes, to answer the question, yes, your body or your metabolism does slow down, which is why it's super important. You want to go statistically, I believe the percentage is 5% every 10 years, according to some science. But I truly do, and I don't believe that. I believe that if you learn to maintain and learn to boost up your metabolism correctly, and it's hard to find out what the word correctly is because all diet is individualized, but movement also helps metabolism. Getting in the calories that you need for your body increases metabolism. Daily walking and exciting movement increases metabolism, and we're already stuck. Right, we're already stuck because we have to do this. We got to sit down. We got to sit down all day long. For most of us. Not me necessarily. I move around all day long because I'm a trainer, right? I don't even own dress shoes. I use sneakers. I have sneakers because that's how much I move. But for you guys that are sitting at the desk, maybe listening to this, maybe on a train ride, maybe on your commute, you guys are the ones that are stuck because you're already having a slowed down metabolism, and even more so, your lack of movement is going to slow it down even more. Which is why it's super important to get movement in it, you know. And we're working on a project there, so you guys, the people at the desk, the warriors on the wooden stool, the warriors of the stand-up desk, have something to do, and that project is coming out. So make sure you guys tune in and/or ask questions about it, because I got a lot of information on that coming out to 2020, also known as 2020. I'm gonna clear my throat. Dougie Fresh. If you didn't get that joke, it was corny. That's why you didn't get it. So, to quickly answer that question, yes, your metabolism does get slower every 10 years, 5% drops in. So what's important? Make sure you get on a plan and make sure you get into the groove of getting back into the swing of things, because your body, you can't fight. You cannot fight your genetics. And some of you guys may have a slower metabolism based off genetics. And for me, I'm finding I get more allergies and I have more stuff that I have to worry about. Every 7 to 10 years, my body develops something new. So it's a challenge. It's frustrating. It's hard. But the only thing we could do, like anything else in life, is fucking assess the situation and then adapt to the situation. Because that's what we have to do. We have to adapt. We are humans and we are made to adapt to life situations. We have to adapt to whatever our environment gives us, and our environment is going to give us slower muscle twitch fibers. It's going to give us some increased muscle loss and increased fat gain. Your body is decomposing, and I hate to say it that way, but it really is decomposing. It is pretty much dying, and that's a really morbid thing to say, but it's true. So for you to preserve, for you to stimulate, for you to keep those muscles and heart and organs active, you've got to do more work. You've got to, even if it's a little bit. So, does metabolism slow down? Hell yeah, it does. But you could fight it naturally, and I hope you do so. If you need any help, you know where I'm at. Spot reduction. Can I lose the jiggly shit on my legs? No, you cannot. You're stuck with them for the rest of your life. Drink a Slim Fast. I'm just kidding. Absolutely can. If you tune into your personalized diet, if you get into some resistance training that does build lean muscle, right? Not bulky muscle. There's no difference. Just control your eating habits and you will stay away from bulky muscle versus lean muscle. Come on, guys. How many times do you have to hear it? You hear it everywhere. It's the same thing. You guys don't want to believe it. There is no such thing as bulky muscle. It's just muscle. And if you're getting bulky, eat less food. Plain and simple. Man, that was tough, wasn't it? Spot reduction. Can I lose it? Yes, you can. But does doing lunges all the time going to take it away? No. Your body is going to choose where the fat is going to go or when it's going to go. Your body is going to choose. Your genetic frame is going to give you where it's going to lose. Now, people say I have big hips, big thighs, but I'm losing all the weight in my arms. Well, maybe you're losing a little too drastically. Maybe you're on too much of a deficit. Maybe you don't have the right plan for you. But at the same time, you cannot control where the body's going to take the fat away or where it's going to start cutting away. That is something you cannot control. So that was a pretty easy question. Maybe it's not something you want to hear because there's 1,000 products out there that are going to say you could build your butt with this glute blasting blast blaster by putting some bands on your hips. We're going to attach them to your hips and you're going to squeeze the shit out of your glutes. Because that's what it's going to do. You're going to squeeze your glutes as hard as you can in bridges. And you're going to buy this $500 machine that looks like a bench. And all you gotta do is put a sandbag or some dumbbells on your thighs and just lift them up. And instead, no, you need the machine. The machine's gonna make the difference. The machine with the nice back-supported roller, the band attachments to the side. It's what I needed. And it fits right under my bed, doesn't it? Oh my God, with the rest of the equipment that you've bought in the past 9 years, it's just sliding over. It's gonna be on Facebook Marketplace in about 3 minutes. And then I'm gonna buy it for 20 bucks because no one else is going to buy it from you. And that's what's going to help you build your glutes, apparently. I don't know where this went, but this is kind of where I'm going. So I'm going to keep going with it. Trust me, I bought the ab rocker. I bought the ab swing. I bought the ab slide. I bought the 6-minute abs. I bought Tybo. I was a fiend for infomercials because I believed that was everything I needed to get abs. And then I found out all I had to do was diet. And that shit worked a lot easier. Not saying those things aren't helpful, but they're not going to be the all-and-all answer for your problem. Maybe get on a better strength program with a coach that's going to help you design a program that will stimulate the glutes a little bit more, actually target some hypertrophy. I would just say squat, bench, squat, deadlift. You know, just making sure the program is designed perfectly so the frequencies there, the intensities are there, it's safe. And that's it. And then your body's going to dispose of it. At the end of the day, it comes down to the diet. Like everything. It comes down to the goddamn diet. And now for the final one. I didn't write down the question, so I really forgot. Is caffeine bad for me? I forgot. That's it. I think caffeine feels fantastic. depending. People love pre-workouts. Everyone tries to get that harder pre-workout. You gotta be careful if you do have cardiovascular issues, especially genetic history. Be careful with what you take. Know what's going into your body. A lot of those things are filled in with tons of filler and chemicals and things that make it taste good, and vitamin B's and niacin and caffeine and guarana. Oh God, I miss ephedrine. Ephedrine was awesome. If you guys don't remember ephedrine, that was back in the day when it was legal. Now it's illegal because that shit was giving people heart attacks. But at the same time, I had the best workouts of my life. Not gonna lie, I had the best workouts of my life back in the day when I was bodybuilding. Thank God I didn't do. Thank God there wasn't ephedrine and CrossFit, you know, or ephedrine and all this high intensity stuff. Before it was just bodybuilding. That's it. Bodybuilding, Tybo, a Chuck Norris film, Bruce Lee. Like, people just watched Bruce Lee films and then just mimicked the fight scenes, and that was their exercise. Or maybe was that just me? Was that me? Like, I would just find Bruce Lee's fight scenes, Bloodsport, put it on, 10-minute clip, let's watch it, and let's pretend like we're fighting, and that was my cardio. That was me inside my bedroom. I don't think anyone ever knew that, but that's okay. Maybe someone else out there was like that, because that's cardio. Oh, I forgot where I was. But, oh, ephedrine, thank God there was no ephedrine back then, because I probably would have had a heart attack or heart issues back then. You know, I'd take ephedrine plus, what was it, aspirin, ECA stack. Crazy. Crazy what we used to do. But I think caffeine can be regulated. I think having a cup of coffee a day doesn't bother you. If you are weaning onto coffee and using it to help you stay awake multiple times throughout the day, I would say there will be a hormonal problem at some point, because you're trying to force being awake when your body actually needs rest and or is too tired. Maybe you're not moving enough. But if that's your anchor, then yeah, I think caffeine can be a problem, because it is a drug. It is a stimulant. So no matter what, have you ever tried to stop drinking coffee? Have you been drinking coffee? It's rough. I did. Yeah, what was it? A couple months ago, I cleaned out to see how much it was bothering me. Man, it was tough. It was tough. You know, I have a cup of coffee a day, maybe one time in the afternoon, a little espresso, depending on the day. For the most part, I have a small 8-ounce cup. I don't go more than that. I don't get an extra large. I get a small. That's it. You know, mainly because of the taste. Doesn't really do much. But at the same time, will caffeine in the long run bother you? I'm going to say that's personal. I say if you do have a cardiovascular issue and the doctor kind of tells you not to, yeah, if you don't want to be affected by a stimulant throughout the day, and try to rely on natural sources, like a lot of vegetarians out there do that, right? But at the same time, I don't know what a real vegetarian is anymore, because, you know, just eating pizza counts as being vegetarian. But it's all personal preference. I don't think that's the problem. I think we're stepping over pennies to pick up dollars, or stepping over dollars to pick up pennies. Whatever that phrase is, that's the way I'm going to go with it, because we're looking at the small things. In the grand retrospect is, how's your diet look? You know, how's your sleep looking? What do you feel like? You know, do you move? Lack of movement can be a reason you're tired. Lack of movement and a bad diet could be reasons that you have no energy. You know, food is energy. Stimulant is stimulant. It's still a drug. So is caffeine bad for you? That all depends on the place, and it all depends on the person. So those are the 3 questions we're going to answer today. I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode of the Crank Nutley podcast and my blabber mouth. If you have any questions, please comment down below. And I'm sure you're not going to, because most people don't. And when I say most people, that's everyone. For the past 3,000 years, I've been training people, because they don't like to hear the truth. They just like to hear what they want to hear. So if you do have a comment, maybe a middle finger, give it to me. Throw a little middle finger up there. You know, it feels nice. Or give me a little, this face. This is my favorite face. Shake my head face. Throw it in there. Well, my favorite thing to do these days is find the most ridiculous emoji and send it out multiple times throughout the month to multiple people for no apparent reason. So, if you guys are like me, do so. If you guys need some help, make sure you guys go to www.kranksystems.com. That's with a K. KRANKSYSTAMS.com. Set up a trial and see you guys later. Peace out.
I am the one, the way your son don't need a gun to get respect up on the street.